Here are 3 ways you can quickly get storage space on your computer or device to play games. A lot of these options are going to seem pretty basic because honestly, they are. There's only so much that you can really do to quickly get storage space in a pinch. But the number one easiest and fastest way to get more storage on your device is to delete another game or application that you don't use. Games specifically take up a huge amount of storage space, and honestly, there's a lot of people who have to kind of juggle which games they have downloaded because they have a limited amount of storage space. So if there's a game you haven't played in a while and it's okay to delete that, you can always re-download it later if you're on Steam or something like that. But generally speaking, deleting unused apps and games is the number one fastest and most effective way to get more storage space in a pinch. The second thing you can do is clear temporary files and your cache. This also may include other temporary files that include like videos or pictures. If you make content or something like that, or you record a lot of gameplay, you may have a lot of gameplay stacked up somewhere. For example, if you do a lot of shadow play clips, stuff like that. But you can always tap your Windows key and go to Disk Cleanup, as well as use the inbuilt Windows storage features to help you kind of clear up some temporary files. The problem with doing this is usually they're not big enough, and it's only going to make a small difference. Honestly, a lot of times it's not going to be big enough for some of the newer games out. The other thing that you can consider doing is using an external drive. Now, this is a little weird, and you're definitely going to more than likely want an SSD to do this kind of thing, but you can actually play games that are downloaded on an external drive. Now, it might not be ideal, but in a pinch, it might work. Or you can use the external drive to store some stuff temporarily so you can download the game and worry about that later. For example, if you have a lot of video or photo files, something like that that's taking up a lot of space, you can throw them on a hard drive and get your game downloaded and playable. Alright, so it's not quite ideal, but really those are the 3 most realistic things that you can do. I do think deleting a game that you haven't played recently is probably going to be the most realistically viable for a lot of people, but that's just kind of what you have to do until you can upgrade for more storage, I guess.